Hi, I'm Kyle, and I work full-time as an office administrator. I got in a car accident 5 years ago, and ever since, I've struggled with symptoms from my traumatic brain injury. I find a noisy office environment particularly hard. I worked with my employer for 3 years, and I've tried to ask to work from home a few times, but the answer is always no. Since coronavirus, I've been working from home, and it's been fantastic. I've been able to be so much more productive. My boss now understands why working from home might be a solution for some.
Hi, I'm Jan, and I'm a student by day and a bartender by night. I decided not to disclose my disability at work because at the time, it did not cause functional impairments related to my job. Ever since COVID hit, my anxiety has been through the roof. I decided to share these feelings with my boss because I've built a friendship with her over the last 2 years. But I was surprised by her reaction. She wanted a doctor's note, and I just felt completely misunderstood. The problem is, I decided not to get a medical diagnosis because this is the first time it has had an effect on the way I work and how I study. I thought I would be understood.
I have to say that in many ways, sort of the COVID world has been liberating for me as a person with a disability who, uses a wheelchair. There's a lot of sort of on the surface things like it's nice that I don't have to worry about the accessibility of a building. I mean, do they have door openers? Are there stairs? But for me, it's more than that. I don't have to worry about, what's the weather like outside? Is it raining? I have to worry about my wheelchair. Am I allowed to bring my support worker? Where are they going to sit? What if I'm not feeling well? Then what am I going to do in a large meeting setting? So there's a lot of things that sort of go through the mind of somebody with a disability when they're working out in the community or they're attending meetings out in the community. And using a virtual platform for me allows me to focus on the work. I get to be comfortable in my own space where everything is accessible. And I can be myself and focus on the work that I need to do and not concern myself with the accommodations.
Hi, I'm Chris, and I work in retail at a shoe store. I normally work 40 hours a week as I love to work and I am trying to save up money for university. I haven't been able to work during COVID because my little sister has cystic fibrosis and I don't want to put her at risk. These are interesting times as now everyone needs to be more careful and I feel that she will be more understood.
Hi, I'm Janelle, and I work in the financial sector. I love my work so much, but I also experience a lot of pain, which is why it is so important to me to find part-time work to attend to my health. Most interviews that I went to, well, they only wanted me to work full-time. I now found a job 3 days a week that I share with another colleague, and we complement each other so well. Having these 2 extra days a week where I can rest my body and go to physio have been so incredibly helpful for me. I want to share with the world how incredibly helpful job sharing has been for me.
But for me, this environment is really working. So with vision loss, our office space is a beautifully open concept design, and a lot of people enjoy and are able to really connect with folks in and around the office. Pop in and where everybody is sitting. But for me, this has always been a barrier for me. I'm not able to go around the office and just pop in and see if, I'm not able to see if somebody's sitting at their desk, or I can't just go over here to this person. I don't know where everybody sits. So I've always felt like I've been actually at a disadvantage compared to others because of this. So now working remotely from home, and we use the Microsoft Teams platform, and I'm now able to, connect more with people and have, yes, we're having all back-to-back meetings, and that causes a little bit of burnout, in and of itself. But for me, though, being able to, bounce from meeting to meeting and have a really, engaging conversation with somebody over this, Teams platform really works for me. Plus also, I have all my technology at my desk here. So this actually works more effectively for me to be able to be at my desktop and have my meetings all in one. Because, traveling around in a meeting space with my laptop, this just doesn't work for my disability, and it's not the best accommodation for me. So I'm actually at my best, at my desk, being able to connect with people over this Teams platform. So I'm actually having more conversations with people than I ever have before.
Hi, my name is Alex, and I started my new job 1 month before COVID. When the lockdown began, we were all moved to working from home. My background is tech support, so my home-based office was fairly well set up and ready for me. However, I am deaf and depend on lip reading and social interactions. Getting used to virtual team meetings was a bit difficult with the internet connection being slow sometimes. But we now have closed captioning systems in place, and it works really well. What is it like working from home? This year is a bit different, as I am now on my own in my first house. After a few months in lockdown, I had made the decision that it was time to finally purchase my first home, after securing a full-time employment. Having my own place and an office setup, I feel very independent and comfortable. But I do miss the interactions at work. I make sure that in my spare time, I go out and see my family and friends in my bubble and take some time to enjoy the outdoors. It has helped me stay focused and not feel secluded. Because of COVID, what do employees need to do to be more accommodating for people with disabilities at work? Make sure they listen to their employees' needs. I was fortunate to have a team lead that already knew of my disability and was quick to reach out and make sure I was comfortable and able to deliver my work. I know some people are scared to ask for accommodations, but I would rather ask for the help than lose a permanent employment because of miscommunications.